We cannot be more sensitive to pleasure without being more sensitive to pain. Life exists only at this very moment, and in this moment it is infinite and eternal. For the present moment is infinitely small. Before we can measure it, it has gone, and yet it exists forever. There will always be suffering, but we must not suffer over the suffering. Every individual is a unique manifestation of the whole, as every branch is a particular outreaching of the tree. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. But I'll tell you what hermits realize. If you go off into a far, far forest and get very quiet, you'll come to understand that you're connected with everything. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now, and instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Try to imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Now try to imagine what it was like to wake up having never gone to sleep. Only words and conventions can isolate us from the entirely undefinable something which is everything. Meditation is the discovery that the point of life is always arrived at in the immediate moment. The sense of wrong is simply failure to see where something fits into a pattern, to be confused as to the hierarchical level upon which an event belongs. The only Zen you'll find on mountain tops is the Zen you bring up there with you. You didn't come into this world, you came out of it, like a wave from the ocean. You are not a stranger here. To be free from convention is not to spurn it, but not to be deceived by it. The more we struggle for life as pleasure, the more we are actually killing what we love. Everyone has love, but it can only come out when he is convinced of the impossibility and the frustration of trying to love himself. Parts exist only for purposes of figuring and describing, and as we figure the world out, we become confused if we do not remember this all the time. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. What you are basically deep down, far in, is simply the fabric and structure of existence itself. There is no formula for generating the authentic warmth of love. It cannot be copied. Total situations are therefore patterns in time as much as patterns in space. We do not come into this world, we come out of it, as leaves from a tree, as the ocean waves, the universe peopless. Problems that remain persistently insoluble should always be suspected as questions asked in the wrong way. To put it still more plainly, the desire for security and the feeling of insecurity are the same thing. To hold your breath is to lose your breath. But the attitude of faith is to let go and become open to truth, whatever it might turn out to be. You are a function of what the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is a function of what the whole ocean is doing. What the devil is the point of surviving, going on living, when it's a drag? But you see, that's what people do. The menu is not the meal. The greater part of human activity is designed to make permanent those experiences and joys which are only lovable because they are changing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. Philosophy is man's expression of curiosity about everything and his attempt to make sense of the world, primarily through his intellect. Parts exist only for purposes of figuring and describing, and as we figure the world out, we become confused if we do not remember this all the time. Trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun.